everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for another edition of the Weekly by M2L. One of the questions that we often get asked is, will my dress have a bustle? How does a bustle work? Who does the bustle? Well, today, on our lovely bride here, we are going to show you all the different types of bustles, both on a fitted gown and an A-line dress, and hope that clarifies up some of the questions.
Okay, so whenever you have a beautiful long train on your gown, it is best to have a bustle put on. So that is done by your alterationist. Some gowns will come with them, but they will often need to be changed just because it depends on the height of the bride wearing the dress. And basically it means that we're pinning your train up for that reception time so no one's gonna step on it, it's out of your way, and you're not gonna be holding on to it. Also, bustles have lots of different names. There's like American and French and ballroom and like all these different things. We're not gonna focus on that. We're just gonna show you a generalization of like what bustles look like and yeah, what they can look like. And also just so you can kind of give an idea to your alterationist when you go there, like, ooh, I saw this and I kind of like this idea. They're gonna show you lots of different ways that you can bustle your train because there's a few different ways for each kind of style. But we're just gonna do a general kind of look at all of them today.
So for fitted gowns, there are two main types of bustles. One that goes on top and one that goes underneath. And so Laura here is going to be pinning the underneath one. This particular bustle type tends to be the most secure, right, Laura?
Yes. So the reason is because you'll most likely have something tying underneath, so you can tie it really securely and it's not going to come apart. Because imagine you're dancing and your bustle flies loose. We don't want that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, so, and then you get this nice little kind of, I don't know, sort of like a little detail in the back as well, so.
Maintaining the buttons too, because that's a nice detail.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so just a sidebar, this little loop that's under your train, that is for the hanger, to hang up on the hanger. It is not for you to hold while you're dancing because this does not look so nice in pictures. You're seeing the underneath of the dress, it doesn't look cute. So even when you are walking around during your photographs, you should have it over your arm like this so it looks nicer. Just a note.
Great tip. So now Laura's going to demonstrate the bustle that goes over top.
So this depends on the length of your train, how many, and the width, how many points you need to pull up. So if you pull up just one, it's gonna kind of pull like this. You still get a little bit of pooling with every bustle. It's not gonna be up off the ground, but sometimes you might do a couple extra like this on the side to give you a little bit more lift. So this also could break on your wedding night. So it's good to have your bridesmaids or your bridal party have like a safety pin or even like a little sewing kit so they can reinforce this a little bit more if it does break.
Bustles are not
100% secure, no guarantee.
No. So depending on the weight of your gown, so the weight of the fabric, you may have multiple bustle points done up when it's an A-line dress. When it comes to a light and airy A-line like this one that has it's mainly tulle with lace appliques, the only bustle that we would recommend is the over top one, and Laura's just pinning it right here. Otherwise, the one that goes underneath looks really messy and it just doesn't work. But we'll show you in the next slide the underneath bustle on more of a structured fabric like a Mikado.
With this one, the great thing is you literally will only have one little hook and loop to do up, so it's very easy for whoever's helping you. And also you get the continuation of the design that's down the train. You can still really see it nicely. So here we have an example of the underneath bustle. It is secured at 3 different points, and this one will be quite secure because you'll be tying it or buttoning it underneath the lining. It's a little bit more tricky, but if you have some instructions, anyone will be able to do it.
And what's great about a structured Mikado gown or any structured A-line is that you also have the option of doing the over top bustle, which Laura will show in a second here, which is also very simple and classic look.
And it allows for the buttons to still remain continuous, and you get a little bit of this kind of effect like that on the sides of pickup. It's very nice.
Some brides brides may also want to consider chopping off their train. That's not recommended. If you're buying a beautiful gown that has a nice train, you don't want to chop it off. But what you can do is go for a gown that is like this one here by Liz Simon. This is a column dress underneath, and the train of it is fully detachable. So you can still have that effect with that beautiful long train for the ceremony and for pictures. And then when it comes time for the reception, you just literally take the train off. No bustling required because the dress itself is already floor length. So it's a great option.
It's a great party trick too. You can also get this look or this same kind of effect by having a full overskirt and for your ceremony and removing that for your reception as well. Yeah, so hopefully this clears up questions and helps you visualize what bustles are, how they work, and just to keep in mind that alterationists are the experts at this. So they're going to show you the best options for your gown because it does depend on the shape, the fabric, all those types of things, and the length of your train as well. So keep that in mind.
And if you have any questions, as always, we are here. DM, email, call, and we'll see you next week on The Weekly with M2L.
Bye.